Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bruins offense will get first crack at it today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And
turning on the Jets. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Buys a little time. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Farrell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Northwestern's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can...
Hey, that's a live ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, UCLA! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Porter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air. It's Stone. Going for it all. Complete in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm, I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Northwestern! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Robinson. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that foot.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 40. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. The Bruins have their offense in high gear. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Calls his own number. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Shakes off to the... Oh, he dropped it! Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Speeding down the left side. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bruins! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wide open spaces. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Let's go, Stan. Let's go, the offense.
Scanning the field, it's Stone. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Wants to keep it in the air. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Finds his big tight end. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Oh, they're after it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He slings it deep to the left. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Well, they've already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston.
The Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
To throw, it's Stone. Throws to the tight end. Lost the defense, is wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Rushes on him. Got his man. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. It's caught. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Scrambling away. He throws one to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, UCLA. And the pummeling has started.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
To the air on second down. Going to try to get it himself. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
Here on third down for this offense. Finding open areas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man on the outside. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Stone. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Toss sweep to the right. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Northwestern will have to punt it away. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looking to throw, it's Stone. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Jacksonville State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the move, it's Thomas. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. It's caught downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Bruins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Touchdown, Bruins! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Motion from the back. Unloads it left. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's not afraid to go deep. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Quickly complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
To the air, it's Stone. The throw. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Right back to him on the ground. Fighting off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. That will be